Week 1 is in the books, and we are taking a look at some of the top free agent options if the Cowboys want to sign someone to their roster or maybe their practice squad. After Week 1, contracts do not have to be fully guaranteed, so you have some more flexibility for older guys in case they just don't have what's left in the tank anymore. We'll break down 10 players. The first 5, all on the offensive line. I do think Chuma Edoga played pretty solidly in Week 1, but I'm always anxious about offensive line depth. Now, number 1 on this list was going to be Jason Peters, and then Jason Peters officially signed to the Seahawks practice squad, so we'll take him off the list. You can still sign him if you want to, but that seems unlikely. Focusing on players who instead are available free agents, Ben Jones is the best center left unsigned. I'm a little surprised he hasn't signed. Makes me think maybe there's some injury, age concerns going on there. He is older. He was banged up last year. But if something happens to Tyler Biadasz, which I really hope does not happen, to be clear, your center is Brock Hoffman, TJ Bass, who hasn't played center before. Don't feel confident in that one. I would feel more confident in a healthy Ben Jones. It's a decent name to keep in mind. Now, if the Cowboys sign someone, you know we will have a video for you on it. So make sure you are subscribed. Free videos every single day, multiple times per day, right here on the channel. The programming live schedule for this week. We're filming this, of course, on our Monday live show. Again at 4 p.m. Eastern. We'll be live after every Cowboys game the following day at 4 p.m. Eastern. Thursdays, outside of Thursday Night Football games, we'll put them back to Friday, 4 p.m. Eastern. And then watch parties on Sunday. This week against the Giants, 3 p.m. Eastern time. We'll be live an hour plus before kickoff. Make sure you guys tune in. Dalton Risner, next up here, who, as of filming, I saw that he tweeted out the thinking emoji with some flights, or some at the airport, basically. Who's he going to visit? Maybe we'll know by the time this video actually goes out there. Maybe he's just trolling a little bit. Who knows? Risner, I'm surprised it is unsigned. He wasn't as good last year. There was the Southern incident with the backup quarterback just arguing with each other, but he can start for you. There's some bad. The Giants would have loved to have had Dalton Risner out there in Week 1. Maybe they go after him, but you should consider adding a player of Risner's caliber, because Tyron played great Week 1. He was awesome. He will not play all 17 games. What's your backup plan? I'd feel better about Risner at left guard and Tyler Smith out there at left guard, or at left tackle, excuse me. So do you want to sign another offensive lineman? It is today's pinned comment, so if the ad comes here on YouTube, take advantage of it. Head down there, 1 for yes, 0 for no. Andrew Norwell is next up here, another guard option of, kind of really becomes your sixth lineman here, because you assume it'd be Tyron who leaves and gets hurt. The issue with Norwell, as for many of these guys, they're old and the NFL thinks they're cooked. They might not be cooked, but if you're unsigned in September and you play a premium spot like the offensive line, they're going to think that you're kind of cooked right there. And I talked to some of my Commanders fans, friends, media, got people around the organization, said, how cooked is he? They said, very. That's a lot of pressures and sacks hits to allow over the course of a season, by the way. It's not great. So name a free agent. I did not include practice squad players, but you can throw those guys in too. You just have some of the active roster. I want to keep your own practice squad available, by the way. Name a free agent you guys want to sign. Sound off in the comments section. 2 more linemen. Trying to go different than our last list here. Gabe Jackson was once a premier guard. He might really be cooked. I don't know how much, if anything, he has left in the tank. But again, it's some veteran insurance. Get ahead of potential injuries. Jackson might make sense there for the Dallas Cowboys. It is football season, and I'm hella busy. I have a almost 2-year-old daughter at home. The wife's working. Sometimes after a long day, who wants to cook? Rather than going out or ordering a fatty pizza, I love Factor for their healthy meals. Factor is America's #1 ready-to-eat meal kit. They can help you fuel up fast with chef-prepared, dietitian-approved, ready-to-eat meals delivered straight to your door. You'll save time, eat well, and stay on track with a healthy lifestyle. With Factor, you can skip the extra trip to the grocery store and the chopping and the prepping and the cleaning up while still getting flavor and the nutritional quality that you need as well. They are fresh, never frozen meals and are ready in just 2 minutes. All you have to do is heat and enjoy and get back to crushing your goals. I've had the loaded bacon shredded chicken. Fantastic, by the way. I wasn't quite sure, okay, how good it's really going to be. It was fantastic. The best meal I've had for them, by the way, is the jalapeno cheddar chicken. Those of you who don't like spice, don't worry. It's not too spicy. It's not too spicy. Cauliflower rice was perfect. Kind of just put it all together. Oh, it was delicious. And it was super easy. It took me 2 minutes to make. 4 minutes for me and my wife. Let it cool down a little bit, right? Easy, simple, and healthy. So instead of going out and waiting at whatever fast food restaurant, instead, boom, I am there, nice and easy and healthy as well. So this September, get Factor and enjoy eating well without the hassle. Simply choose your meals and enjoy fresh, flavor-packed meals delivered right to your door. Ready in 2 minutes, no prep, no mess. Head to factormeals.com/CowboysChat50 and use code CowboysChat50 to get 50% off. That's code CowboysChat50 at factormeals.com/CowboysChat50 for 50% off. Another offensive lineman, Justin Pugh, again, former Giant, Cardinal, now healthy. I think maybe a guy you sign in the practice squad so you can get healthy and get really up to game speed, by the way, and gives you added depth along the offensive line. But it's also September. O-line options aren't great. All right, how about wide receiver Denzel Mims on the practice squad? How about you cut, Dennis Houston or something, you know? Denzel Mims has been mentioned on the show for about 2 years now. About 2 years, because the Jets refused to play him and had outlandish asking prices. The Lions stepped up, did a free trade basically, and then Mims got cut because he wasn't healthy and didn't play that well. He actually might not be that good. He might not be that good. But practice squad, once he's healthy, good to go, could be worth an exploration. Many of you are disappointed by the Week 1 results of tight end, as we should be. How about O.J. Howard? Now, you don't always hit in the NFL draft. Sometimes you like Trayvon Diggs and Christian Fulton, and you're right. Sometimes you think O.J. Howard's going to be a great tight end, and turns out he's not. He's terrible. Howard did not make the Raiders this year. His numbers, despite being a former premium draft pick, have been terrible. Notable name, everyone knows O.J. Howard. Practice squad, sure. He just might be bad. Now, you knew I was going to put a kicker on here too, right? We'll put Robbie Gould on there. Now, there are issues here. Gould wants a decent chunk of change for himself and allegedly does not want to do kickoffs or kick beyond 50 yards. Literally half your job, dude. So that is a red flag for me. Maybe he'll get over it if he really wants to play football right there. The Cowboys want to make Brandon Aubrey their kicker. Had the shanked first kick. What if it was tipped still? Or I think after watching Graham Gano shank one even worse, kind of think it was just the weather causing issues there. Just kind of slid off the foot wrong. But he was better after that. If you have concerns, I get it. So do you trust Brandon Aubrey? Y for yes, N for no. Go vote for me in the comments section right now. I'll mention a linebacker, no more Rashaan Evans, now on the Eagles practice squad. The name to know is probably Anthony Barr over Deion Jones. Now, I don't think Barr's that good anymore. Look at his numbers. Again, tackles are a bad way to eval players, but I think he lost a step after 2021/2020. I think he lost a step last year too. So noteworthy name, but I just don't know if he's really a piece that would be better than just playing your safeties there. Now, my final name on this list, and this one really is, let's just see if we can have a Dan Quinn rehabilitation project, another one, because why not, on the practice squad. That is Cameron Dantzler. Now, his arm length doesn't really fit what Dan Quinn likes, but he is also 6'2". Dantzler was a starter in Minnesota and just kind of faded out real quick. So notable name, probably one of the more notable guys available in free agency in September. If you run into your, oh my God, all of our corners are hurt again, maybe Cameron Dantzler could start to make some sense at that stage for the Dallas Cowboys.